Let me do the intro before you start anything up. No hit play yet. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Two Dads React YouTube channel. I'm Clay, that's Corey. We are here to watch episode 4. We're running to watch episode 4. You're on 3 right now. I don't know why you're all queued up on 3. But anyways.
Yeah, well, I guess because I left before like the actual credits, so it's
Same
probably
here.
gonna want to pull it up like with like 2 minutes left and be like, hey, start from here.
Don't forget to look for a post. We're about at that post credit scene time frame. Just so you know, we're about at the post credit scene. We know where they started dropping them in WandaVision and stuff. So don't forget to check that out. Anyways,
So you ready
thanks for
watch
coming
the
back.
show?
Thanks for coming to see us react to this
By
fantastic
the way,
Marvel show and
we're gonna
our
react, very
mediocre dad
mediocrely.
reactions.
Yes.
Right, we're just two. Hey, look, our show title doesn't lie. It's Two Dads React. What do you want dads to do? We're not those fake reactors you see all over YouTube who are getting excited over a scene change. So unless it's real cool, you're not going to get dumb shit
I
out
would
of us.
love to be happy about like anything the way anybody I watch on a React video. Like
Right.
I don't know.
Live in that level.
Yeah, I don't know what I did in my life where, like, I mean, I know I've done a bunch of terrible shit. Like, I could probably find a reason, but again, I'm still like, why would little things like just not bring me? Like, where did I slowly cut that fucking thing's throat and was like, not happy about much anymore?
According to TikTok, it's because you're a really elder millennial and I'm a really young Gen Xer, so we're all just pessimistic and mean and grumpy all the time. It's just the way we were raised.
Yeah, dude, it's like we got caught in a weird like changing of the guard. You know, like
Right.
I basically kind of feel like when they redid like 21 Jump Street, like where I walk in and like got my backpack on one shoulder and they're like, dude, that's bad for your posture. And I'm like, oh shit. Or like everything I tell my children about growing up, like I'm like, yeah, man, don't do that. And I go, God, like half of my life is just like we don't act like that as humans anymore. We're trying not to. There's still a small minority that wants to, but
Right.
we're moving past that kind of shit. And then it's like, well, I don't know how to live in anything now because I still got the 80s on my back.
Right. All right, so hey, let's get into it. See how this turns out. All right,
Like
what
the
song we
dude-
got to cut out this time?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I got to cut this out for sure. You can't play the Marvel tune on YouTube. We did have like a 10-second musicless dance off last episode, just so you know. Is that Asgard? That's Asgard. Okay, cool. We're in Asgard.
It's like Asgard being built.
Reset it.
Oh, damn. They just yanked her out.
That's pretty fucked up.
I mean, I know she said all her life, but I was kind of expecting a like 12, 13-year-old pickup, you know, that's like all my life, but legit childhood. We're like, no, get out of here. Is this where they like yanked her out because they were going to make her part of the system?
She got it, didn't she? Ooh. The looks that kids could give you, man.
Oh, snap, it was her.
Oh, it was
that
her
got that
doing
shit
it too.
stolen.
That's right. You suck at your job. So let's promote you. That's the government way.
And then we'll be vague about everything we want. And then
Because we
complain
don't
about
really know what
did
we're
and didn't.
doing.
Yeah, because we don't exactly know what we want.
We made it to this level by sheer luck.
But someone gave us $250 million to spend on this project, and we have
Here
to
they
use
are.
it all.
Ooh, the
look at that.
timekeepers. They're sexy.
But by the time she got in here, she could barely speak. The decline was steeper after that.
You mean she remembered her past and that she's another variant. Been working in slavery forever.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what happened. And they're
Right.
like, yeah, quite that.
Like, here's a stick.
No union signs start going up on the walls and shit.
So that's where I grew up. the ends of 1,000 words.
That's gotta suck so bad. That's gotta be so bad.
Now,
Ooh, they fixed it again.
any news on C20?
That must have taken everybody on, all hands on deck for that.
Yeah, right. Everybody's burning the midnight oil.
A lot of days of fixing stuff. Oh my god, that is so fucking nuts.
Or I wonder if those like crazy ass things stationed around were like some kind of repellent, you know, just to hold out as long as they could. Like, how the fuck did we get so close all of a sudden? Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. They touched each other. Ah.
They're gonna come get him.
Into the world. It's a
Fucking
gamble
go!
I'm willing
I'm about to say.
take.
I'll figure out another way to get out.
Man, you betrayed me. Oh, grow up. Grow up. You know, it occurred to me that
You
you're not
grow up.
out of mischief. Mobius! Okay, no. Let him one last desperate trick from the desperate trickster. Go ahead.
Tell him he's a variant.
The TVA is lying.
There you go, get him.
What?
Oh. It's Asgard. So what's wrong with it?
Yeah, but is it at the ending?
Ooh. We haven't seen her in forever. Cool.
Oh, did he send him back in time to like go through some of the bullshit that he caused?
The worst days of his life or some shit.
I remember exactly what I did after that. I went and had a nice hot bath and a glass of wine.
Watch it be the same thing over and over again.
Because it was just a bit
Getting kneed in the nuts repeatedly.
Right.
You.
Fuck, it's right. Oh no. No, he's gonna get.
You did this. I hope you know you deserve.
Okay, so at some point you gotta punch her in the face, right? I mean, you just kind of do.
Well, this has got to be one of those like learning loops. So how much of the learning are we gonna get to witness?
Craven, pathetic.
Right.
Because you know that's gonna be a fucking choice at some point.
No, you.
Right in the balls.
Yep.
Absolutely not. She's just too dangerous.
Too dangerous. Come on, Ramona. This is what I do.
And this is
Like
what
they don't
I-
have like a glass thing they can
Nobody
talk to.
speaks
Like
to
why does it always have to be within grabbing distance? I don't understand this.
Right? Have you not learned how interrogations work? Chain to the table, man.
And he should.
Why?
Just doing my job.
Uh-oh.
You conniving, craven, pathetic worm.
please.
If I stay down, she can't knee me in the balls.
One guy playing at checkers. You, old Mobius playing chess, but
Yeah, give my regards to
You're too cocky.
Hunter B-15. Stepped in, popped her. So you might want to fire off a thank
Popped
you
her.
note to Hunter
Ugh,
B-15
what a
because
horrible
looks like you're the superior
Especially when you know
bulldog.
like that wand too.
That's what makes a horse race.
We're not balloons. We're not balloons.
Please. I don't want to be a balloon.
You're all variants.
There it is. Hit him with it.
Who works at the maybe had a family, a life.
A sea-doo.
You like jet skis?
Jet skis.
Right. Knew all these motherfuckers got snatched up. Ain't nobody controlling time being nice like that.
Yeah, let's not forget, she was in her head for a while.
I was
She's...
gonna say, man, like
Come on,
none
girl,
of her
break him out.
coworkers are very like they don't pay attention to anybody apparently. Because like the moment she popped on screen, I was like, he's not the same.
Right. Uh-oh.
Come with me.
I would use that keypad just to, like go to my kitchen and like the bathroom and shit like that.
Mobius?
So you
Every
couldn't fit
room,
through the
every-
door.
Well, yeah, like no, I wouldn't even build doors in the house anymore. Everything would just be solid. And they'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, beep, bop, beep, beep, beep." Yeah.
Seems very troublesome to just make a door.
Nah. Like, you don't get to go in a room tonight. You're an asshole. Sleep in the hallway.
To go and
Kiddo annoying you? No bedroom tonight, then.
the other variant got away during your first interrogation, didn't he? Come on.
Stings a little.
Anywhere.
Yoink!
I wonder what. I mean, I guess her pad's got special stuff,
All right,
I mean, it
we'll
has
see you
to.
later on.
right? They must not have a login. It must be just. It definitely doesn't have two-factor authentication, does it?
No.
Sure you're okay?
But just
Inside joke on the internet.
full circle. Fucking stupid.
Let's
I'll see you up there. Thanks for the drink.
I like how like music can just make you not trust someone anymore from like a TV show. You're like, nah.
Right?
show me.
I would have picked an Apocalypse that was a little more comfortable. You know, like Pompeii right before the end.
I feel like that's such a contradiction in the words you used there. Like,
Well, I mean, comfortable is in, like, it's not raining the entire time.
I was like, it's an apocalypse, man. What is comfortable about that?
You know what's gonna be best? When security girl gets to go fucking whoop everybody's ass to get them out of there.
What now?
Get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah, kidnap him.
Start popping people. I can't wait to say that. I'm gonna say the whole time now.
I was like, is my letterboxing like cutting this off? So is this like a miniature door? Like, what is going on?
What's
here with
happening?
this framing.
Calm down, I'm a variant. So are you. So is every single person in this place. I'm ending this.
Double verification. Oh, look who's hiding it.
I like how even in the future, the timekeepers don't have HD screens.
Can someone just buy one 1080p camera?
Everybody's shooting UFOs in the sky.
So I just have to trust the word of two Lokis?
Nothing can go wrong there.
How about the word of a friend?
Ooh.
Now, could you stop letting me get kneed in the balls? That would be great.
Can't wait for their buddy cop scene.
Whatever you want to be.
On
Can't wait for
Sea-Doos. On a jet ski.
I don't care. Yeah, dude. Like, it. I hope it's on a lake, and I hope it's them just passing the item back and forth and kicking ass. Like,
Can I just mention just how much, before they start whooping ass, how much I love how his collar of his shirt sews all the way down that line.
I got
Like,
all the way
it's
down there before
some
I
neat little
realized
design. I like that design.
picked up your. You know where I go if I could go anywhere, wherever it is I'm really from.
Don't make me cry,
I
man.
had a life before the TVA came along. I knew I had a jet ski.
Yeah, you did.
That's what I like to do. Just riding around on my jet ski.
Prune him.
No fucking way, dude! God damn it! Fuck! Damn it! Owen Wilson
Well-
costs too much money.
I know. Give the man more time.
Wait for me at the end.
I like how they're still saving Loki, but just
I want to know what like dark twisted shit she's done that like the timekeepers are dangling over her head now to make her not want to overthrow the thing that she knows about, because it doesn't
Right.
seem like she really enjoys it either. Homegirl's gonna come in and save the day.
yeah, she's gonna start just slamming people. Let's do it.
She's gonna come out of the rain all wet, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" and just blah.
Put out an alert for Hunter B-15. She's
Good
doing
luck.
some-
So the bigger question is why are they keeping the Lokis around and they're just not just pruning them right now? Oh, that's right, because the timekeepers want to see it happen.
I've got them from here.
Everybody in their cool little garage door openers.
But you know what? This is playing right into Loki's original plan, was to get in front of the timekeepers and then take over the TVA.
I don't remember.
It's like, have you ever guaranteed your death? Because you just did.
Right? So I didn't mean anything to you. They look cool.
That's how that motherfucker talks. Why is he underwater?
They look really cool, though.
The dude on the left looks like the Lorax.
Oh, look who's showing up to the party! Uh-oh. What? Come on, girl!
Straight took that one on the chin. I mean, I knew we were gonna get a Loki fight scene, but I really kind of wish Owen Wilson was right here right now.
I do too. I'm like out of this, man. I'm so mad we're not getting a jet ski scene. Ooh,
Yeah, they
that
gotta
went
go
through
back
you.
somehow and bring him back on a jet ski.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, go give that man like that time stone or something that's in the drawer somewhere, and go fucking bring him back.
Right. Can somebody get popped here, please? Fight it! Ooh. How you doing now, timekeepers? What are they, robots? What is this, This is like Chuck E. Cheese? This is some bullshit.
Fucking Wizard of Oz.
Don't
Wonka,
mind.
man.
There aren't timekeepers.
Well, at least not the 3 things we've seen so far.
Right. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what's going on.
Roll credits.
I don't even. What are we gonna call the show next week? We can't call it Loki.
Why not?
Just fucking with you. See if there's a post-credit scene. Hey, I'd called it. Nice. It's like where everyone goes where they pop.
This is hell. But you will be unless you come with us.
Like all sorts of Lokis.
I can already tell you right now, my favorite's gonna be that old dude in the back left. I don't care. Whatever he does is gonna be golden. All right then.
All right then. That was best episode of the season so far.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the show must go on kind of thing, like you're like, what the fuck is gonna happen now? So that's kind of cool. Like, it definitely left you with a gigantic question mark, but I think they did a pretty good job of giving you the backstory of essentially everything that has to do with like the little time world we were in. And now we're like jumping to, you know, the behind the curtain part.
Yeah,
so,
this is the nothing is as it seemed the entire show.
Yeah.
The TVA is all some question mark of a ploy of what it was, and the timekeepers, and now we have him being sent by the same stick everybody else has been sent with. So does he just arrive there? Is it everybody who's ever been popped, or since they've been here? Who knows? I am glad though, because I did mention it before we started the episode, but there was a big there's a theory that was floating around that at one point, either when she tried to get in his head earlier last episode, or when she woke up at the table, that either or of them had, that everything we saw in episode 3 was like one of their illusions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of glad that was not the thing, because that would have been like, and none of it actually happened. Because I felt like at the very end when he was getting ready to tell her whatever he's going to tell her, it was going to be like, this isn't really happening, but now we know what to do. That kind of thing. I don't know. It was just, that was a theory that was going around for a little bit last week.
okay.
You know, so
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just more like, who's the bad guy you're trying to introduce us to? Like, because I feel like everything in all of these scenes and through all of the like little mini series that are happening, we always get left with this big question mark because somebody outside of what we witnessed is doing something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've not really had like a big. There's an overarching bad who is dangling all the marionette puppets.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to see. I kind of feel like they'll probably do it here in Loki, of like, what's the giant hand we're gonna see, you know, and like wait for Claw to turn the fuck around finally or something, right? Like, I think we'll probably get to at least.
Did you just make an Inspector Gadget? Did you just reference
did.
Inspector Gadget? Yes, I love how old we are. I know nobody watching this was like, Claw, turn around? What the fuck are you talking about? I love, oh man, all you kids out there watching this show. Yeah, didn't even know what we were talking about. Go Google Inspector Gadget. You'll love it. It's a great show.
Yeah, I kind of feel like with Black Widow coming out, they're going to have to do some sort of reveal here shortly within these episodes. And I don't feel her movie is really going to be focused on at all like the next bad guy. But I feel like when we get the whole blast from the past and they're, oh, we're all a family again, and then whatever the tragedy is that happens, we'll have a cutscene that again leads to like the left arm, right? Like, and then we'll start getting all of this shit put together of who the bad dude is.
Yeah, I can see. I'm with you. I can see the post one of the post credit scenes of Black Widow being a helper setup for what's coming next, Multiverse of Madness. I can honestly see it. I can honestly see one being the multiverse stuff and one being for the Hawkeye show. You know, I mean, they're all intertwined now with the shows and the movies. Like, it's going to be like they're just going to all lead into everybody no matter what. And you know what's coming up next, so maybe we'll get some scenes for those.
Well, yeah, I mean, because honestly, that's like one of the things I am most excited about within the whole next, you know, phase in these shows is who's the bad guy you're picking. Like, you know, we got the Avengers movies and each one of them had like their kind of big bad that like set up a step that you were like, oh shit, dude, that is a big bad, but it led to a bigger bad. Like, I just want to know like what's the baseline you guys are starting at, because whatever you pick here, I only know is going to get worse, right? So I'm just curious, like, who the Marvel execs are ranking as like essentially a mid-tier bad guy.
And let's not forget, the TVA works. Like, they are actively monitoring this timeline. Like, so it's not like it's not like all these folks are just showing up to some. You don't think these folks are showing up to some projection, are you? No, because they're pulling actual people out of the past. So no, they've got time travel and they're maintaining this time stream. So whoever the big bad is, who is using the timekeepers as like whatever he's hiding behind, like this dude, his game is really crazy because while I'm being a big bad, I'm also instituting this entire TVA and have it working for years and years and enslave
that's what I'm saying,
thousands of employees.
Yeah, this dude is so like, okay, so the other movies, right? Like all of the bad guys, it just happened to be some crazy domino that worked out to get us where we were going with like fucking Thanos and shit. But this is essentially a bad dude that was like, I don't even give a fuck about the glove. I've literally delegated time.
Right. I can go back and kill you as a baby.
Yes. This dude is like, I don't want to do this no more. I got these three figureheads sorting it all out, and they've pretty much got my system running quite well. So is this one of those things where he's just like, I just wanted to sleep, and it's like, who awoke me from my slumber kind of thing? Like, right? Like, I want to know what this bad guy's rhyme and reason about. You know, like Thanos is pretty much just like, hey, I'm going to send all the world population a message. We're overpopulated. Stop.
Right.
Right.
Real simple plan.
Yeah, like what the fuck's this dude all about? Like that just because these dudes were robots now. And I'm like, we delegated multiple timelines and you found a way to keep one basic thing running so you can do whatever it is you need to get done. Like this guy's Rube Goldberg machine is gonna be fucking outstanding. Like it.
Right. I mean, you had to make time travel a thing for your plan to work, which is crazy.
Yeah, and then you had to go, all right, I need a bazillion people to go manage it so I can continue doing the rest of my shit.
Right. That's the part of his evil monologue that I'm looking forward to, is explaining how the shit you've been doing this for so long and why you suddenly decided to do whatever you're doing for the next phase of your plan.
Yeah, and the fact that Homegirl knew about it, I mean, based on her facial expressions.
So you're saying she's in on it, right?
I'm saying she's totally like she got all the way to that peak, and then like whatever the bad dude told the three people to say to her, or showed her, or did whatever, made her go, I'm gonna kill the dude that I'm the closest with in the world. No questions asked. Like, what children are you holding of her that are trapped in some Nexus Event time continuum that you are staying in this thing so you can figure it out? Like, I want to know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I was very disappointed that our awesome security hunter killer girl got took out like in the first part of the fight scene.
That was a little weird. Like, she popped in to like save the day and throw the sword, and then immediately took a right and was like, punch here. You know, yeah.
I was like, you gotta give me more than that. I was looking for at least like a suplex or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious now as to like what Nexus Event they threw these people into. Because it doesn't seem like the wand really vaporized them like we all thought. It looks like it just drops them off somewhere. So I'm kind of curious as to what perpetual shit show they're stuck in now.
Yeah,
as well.
Is it a planet? Is it something past the... that's just it.
Yeah, or is it just like some dumb time loop that like anybody who's figured out too much is just getting tossed into? Because obviously they've already got that sorted as well, because they stuck Loki in a fucking knee-ball prison, and think about your fucking wrongs for all the 15 minutes, right? So,
hey, but we got Lady Sif back. We haven't seen Lady Sif since, well, she was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a couple episodes, but it was cool to see her back. I hope it wasn't just a one-off, but it might have been. I don't know. But it was cool to see her back there for a second. So
yeah.
we hadn't seen her in a while. But yeah, there's no telling. I kind of wish we could pause it. Could you bring it back up and look at the post-credit scene and pause it on the three Lokis and see where I remember seeing like crumbled buildings and stuff. Is that what I was seeing behind them? Was it like a decimated city?
His shit looked like every apocalypse picture you've ever seen that was of a city that's been decimated in some way. There was like the steel framework in the background and like whatever the crazy memorial shit may be, or, you know, kind of thing. Like, we're going to walk around this place in a matter of moments and go, oh, we're on doop-de-doo-doo. Yeah.
Right. It's someplace like someplace post-apocalypse, like post-apocalyptic event, but it's not like Chernobyl where you're gonna die if you land there. So it's just like there's just nobody left for like 100 miles or whatever, and it's like,
yeah, well, that's what I'm
city.
saying. Like, did they throw them on an event where like the planet survived and the atmosphere is okay? So they're like, hey, here's our time jail. Everybody else previously got wiped out, and
I like that.
This thing's still floating and functional. We're good. Or, I mean, did they really wake up in some weird ass event, right? Like, that was actually a dying world, and these Lokis that have been cast off have figured out a way to make it sustainable. Yeah.
Right. I don't know. That's a good theory. I do like that. I do like that theory. Yeah, I couldn't remember there was like, because when I think of like post-apocalyptic where like humans didn't survive, I think of like I Am Legend and how you had all the skyscrapers and stuff, but like there was plants and all kinds of shit growing up all over him, and I couldn't remember if I saw any of that, like if it looked like that behind the guys. But hey, that's a good theory though. Like a whole planet where there's whatever the population was just gone, either plague or
they're like, yo, here's Australia, homies. Go.
Right. Yeah, right. So that's pretty cool, man. That's a good got two episodes left. We got to figure out why the boss lady didn't pop the lady Loki, because she was like, you know, was she the one who's saying you're going to tell me everything now? Is that what she said at the end? Was that who said that? Was now you're going to tell me everything?
Yeah, Sylvie said that too.
Did Sylvie say it to her or to Loki?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she said it to like the time lady. She's like, I got the gun. Tell me what the fuck's going on. And she was like, nah, kill me. And she was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. You have a whole shit ton of information that I want now. Tell me what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the head girl is in it, knows the whole plan, or knows the whole TVA behind the curtain stuff. So even her like coming back or going to talk to the timekeepers, like she knew they were androids. Do you think?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I don't know. Like, well, that's what we got to figure out. Like how, like she most certainly knew that everybody there had been kidnapped.
Right. She
but
definitely knew the
where
variant part.
that is that like is that the end of it, or does she actually know something about the 3 robots up there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Ultron. Maybe Ultron's back. I was like, who do we know that makes robots? Like, he could still be floating around, but that would have been
yeah, but the robots you can just easily pass off as like just the mask, right? Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be someone who specializes in it just needs to be someone smart and powerful. Like that's all that needs to be, is whoever we see, we have to go, yeah, they would have no problem doing that. Like,
right.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Right. They keep hinting that it could be King the Conqueror, but I don't know enough of the comic books to know what he did in the comics. If this is like something that's right up his alley. So
so like you get these. Okay, so Thanos, like when they yanked Thanos out, almost anybody in the movies, anybody who kind of just stumbled into Marvel, and most certainly anybody who had read comics was like, oh, I know Thanos is a bad dude. So are we now at that point where they're going to pull kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy? Well, ain't nobody know who the fuck Guardians of the Galaxy was until the Guardians of the Galaxy movie came out. And then there was like a 10% that was like, oh shit, they're going to pull that out from the 70s? I love those.
Right.
But outside of that, it was a great thing that made Guardians of the Galaxy more of a let's continue this comic. So I'm kind of curious, like, are they going to go into the well of bad dudes and like you get a chance to remake a bad guy,
right?
And they're like,
right.
oh well, I liked all this dude's stats on the cards, but just whoever wrote him and whatever sucked. Or he like, is this the whole what is it, like late 90s early 2000s where we get 2 of the same movies, right? So that bad guy came up against another comparable bad dude somewhere, and it was like, nah, the fans just fell in love with that guy, right? Kind of thing. So I don't know. Like I'm curious about all of that. Like, I mean, you can list anybody from the evil universe of Marvel, and it's like, cool, but are you picking someone that the people know? Or are you picking like a gem you found out somewhere and you're like, I can make this fucking work. I can make this cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we have any sort of flashbacks to our time travel movies we watched for the podcast now that he's falling in love with another version of himself?
I mean, as long as you don't need to make a baby to keep it going. I mean, they've already like kind of segmented this out. Like, there's multiple worlds. Like, I mean, they were like, nah, we're in this one area, this one piece, this one time. Like, he's alone. I get it. It's different.
Right. It's like, I love
mean,
who you love.
That's that true for most fucking certainly. But it's also like, I do not like that the fact that they're like, people are probably thinking, oh, but that's the same. No, it's not the same DNA. It's not. It's not at all. The only thing that is in common is the fucking name. Like, that is it. Like, everything else is different. Mom and dad were different. The shit they looked at was different. The air they breathe, it's different. Like, their Asgard is not just the same normal Asgard. They happened to pick the two that were like, well, if we're going to make two things that are Loki fall in love, we better make them look similar. Like, they're not pulling out the mountain goat fucking Wendigo Loki for anybody watching Disney. But they did show it. They did show it.
And we just met like 3 other versions of Loki or something, or some either followers or other Loki variant versions.
Oh, no,
which means you may
Loki
get to
variants.
see the ones you want to see that you mentioned last week. You were like, let me see that goat Loki. Let me see that big swole up Loki.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
I know.
Like, I want like anything you can think of in your mind. I want that Loki.
Yep.
That's the Loki I want. Like, I want basically whatever your audience member Dr. Seuss brain fucking came up with when we like happened to see a couple of them scroll by and you went, oh, I'm gonna make one. I want that Loki. Like, that is the Loki I want to pop up and be on the screen for 5 minutes at most. That's all I ask. I don't even care if he's like a cook for the other Lokis and is like, oh, I ain't got no real uses because we suck at making up shit. And so I'm a cook.
Well, hopefully we figure out where Owen Wilson got popped to, where Mobius went to, since hopefully he's not dead and he may even be on the same planet. I kind of hope there's a bunch of Lokis. It's like we're gonna have like a platoon of Lokis that's gonna fight the TVA. It's gonna be one big giant like Game of Thrones fucking.
Like, now that's the other question is, did he get dropped off on the same area? Like, did they pick a prison Nexus Event and that's where everybody's at and they slowly die if they don't figure out a way to survive? So, okay, is the friends on the same planet now, right? And they're going to figure out a way to help each other. Or did he also wake up looking up and seeing a bunch of different versions of him going, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, time and worlds and multi-universes, like, or did he actually just fucking die because he's not unique?
Right, because he's not a Loki, because he's not special like them. I know. I hope he didn't. I hope it wasn't like, hey, we can only afford you for 4 of the 6 shows, so
yeah, like
you're going out.
I kind of hope it's not one of those things where they establish the friendship, and so like one of the last little things we see within this show is Loki going back and doing his friend a solid, going and looking in that drawer, like I said, of all the fucking time stones or whatever, and doing his thing. So at least I don't know, like I said, maybe he goes back in time and never gets yanked, right? Like, they broke the time agency, so does he just go back and is like, hey man, you get to fucking jet ski for the rest of life? You don't know me. Our friendship will never actually come to fruition because it never fucking happened now.
Well, if they do that, it'll avoid me crying on camera when they meet up because he's okay and it's still the same one and they get a good bro hug and he also gets them on a jet ski. Because if our guy's still alive and he gets on a jet ski, I may not be able to control myself. I'm just saying. It's the tears come way easier as a dad, so it just happens. Anyways, I look forward to next week. I know everybody watching looks forward to it. Leave a comment as to what you are most looking forward to next week. We'll see if it comes true. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, you can always catch the discussion after the episode watch on our podcast over at twodadsreview.com or just right here like you just finished watching. And thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.